Alright, so on both of these sets of problems, our addition and subtraction, we were doing mental math. Now on our quiz tomorrow, we have vocabulary. So what does mental math mean? What does mental math mean? Emma?
You do it in your head.
Good, so our goal is that we can do these problems in our head. So we're either going to break them apart or make them into a simpler problem so that we can do them in our head. So what are we going to do for addition? Are we going to break them apart or make them a simpler problem? Hope. We're going to break them apart. So for addition, we're going to break them apart so that we can do them in our head. And when you get to 4th grade, you're going to break apart even bigger numbers so that we can do them mentally. Now, 43 plus 4, does it require us to break it apart at all? Or can we do this in our head? Jackson.
You can do it in your head.
I can do it in my head. So 43 plus 4 is, Luke?
47.
47. So that one I don't have to do anything with. So if you get a problem that you can do in your head, don't do anything with it. Now 35 plus 26. Some of us can do it in our head, but many of us cannot. So I need to break it up. There's a couple of ways that I can break it apart. What is one way we have learned how to break it apart? Caroline.
You can add the 3 and the 2, or the 30 and the 20.
Excellent. We're going to do it by the value. So it's 30 plus 20, which is what?
Which is 50.
Good. And then we're going to add our ones places, which the values are?
6, or 5 and 6.
Which is?
11.
So 11 plus 50 is? Go ahead.
43. Or 61.
Good. So 61. Now, one other way we could do it, and it's shown in the book, is how can I break 26 apart? If I broke 26 apart into tens and ones, what is it, Jackson?
20 and 6.
So it's 20 plus 6. So another way I could do it is say 35 plus 20 is what? 55. And 55 plus 6 is 61. So there's two ways I can do my break apart. So we do our addition differently than we do our subtraction. And you'll do the same method in 4th grade. Now, except you're going to be doing it with bigger numbers. Now, in subtraction, we do what? We are going to... Hannah.
I have a question about addition.
Yes.
Could we have done it just word it down like this and then add it like that? Or in the regrouping?
Our goal with mental math is that we're not regrouping. If you did it, I would not mark it wrong, but our goal with mental math is that we're breaking apart the numbers so that we can do it in our head. So we're trying to break it apart to do it in our head. All right, so with subtraction, we said what? We're making an easier problem. So, with 52 minus 9, we are going to do what to get an easier problem? Ellie.
Add 1 to both.
So if I add 1 to both numbers, what is my easier problem? Danny.
53 minus 10.
53 minus 10, which is much easier. I don't have to use any fingers for that one, right? So 53 minus 10 equals, Carly?
43.
43. Excellent. I can count by tens very easily, right? Now what about 53 minus 39? Miles?
You add 1 to 39 and add 1 to 53.
Good. So I add 1 to both sides and I get what? Danny?
54 minus 40.
I get 54 minus 40, which is a much easier problem, and I end up with, Luke? 14. So remember, when we're doing addition, we don't add back. This is breaking apart. And if I can do it in my head, just do it in my head. And with subtraction, I make an easier problem.